Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning the theme to Superman, and this is the orchestral arrangement by John Williams. So with this arrangement, what I did is I condensed it down into 5 sections. So we've got an intro, which is actually identical to the outro, so we'll count that as 1. And then we have a build-up, and we have 3 melodies, the A, B, and C melody. So what we're going to be learning in this lesson, which is part 1, is going to be the intro and the outro. So if you guys want to learn the rest of the tune, you can do so at rockclass101.com. There you'll be able to learn the rest of the 4 sections, as well as get access to the tabs and the on-screen tab viewer, which literally lets you hit play with this YouTube performance. You can slow it down to whatever speed you want. You can highlight bars to loop them. It's just a great asset in learning this tune that much quicker. So again, guys, all of that is at rockclass101.com. So let's go ahead and get started with this lesson though. So we're going to be looking at our intro. And our intro is actually fairly simple. It's probably the easiest part of this tune. We're going to begin by playing a few open strings and then a couple basic chords that we're all familiar with. So let me do this. I'll go ahead and play just the first 2 bars, and then we'll go ahead and break it down. Okay, so there's bar 1 and 2. So what I'm doing is I'm alternating between string 4 and string 3 open. And I'm just going to use my thumb to hit both of those strings. So I'm going 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. Again. Right, slow it down. One more time. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. And then we're going to make a basic C chord. And we're going to strum all 4, and then we're going to hit string 4 and 3. So it's going to go strum, 4, 3. So if I put 1 and 2 together, I have. So you can hear on that last hit on bar 1, that one right there, it's going to hold out for a while because it's a half note, and then we go into the C. Right, so we have 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, hold it, C, 4, 3. Okay, so there's the first 2 bars, guys. Now the next bar is actually identical to the first bar. So again, you have 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. So the same thing with that last one, holding out longer. And then we're going into this change. So basically what I've got is a alternate version of a C chord. I'm going to put my index finger on the 3rd fret of string 2 and my pinky on the 7th fret of string 1. I'm going to strum all 4, and the other 2 strings, 4 and 3, are open. And then we're going to a higher voicing of G. And we're going to hit that twice. So this higher voicing is going to be your ring finger on 7 on string 3, your pinky underneath that, so it's 7 on 2, and your index on 5 on 1. And we're just going to strum that one twice and hold the 2nd strum out. So it sounds like that. So if I put bar 3 and 4 together, I have. Okay, one more time. Okay, so let me give you an alternate way to do this to make it easier. Instead of doing this stretch chord, if it's a bit tricky for you, one way you can do it is you can just use probably your ring finger on 7 on string 1 and hit the open 4 together. So you're plucking 2 notes and then go into that higher G. So it would be just like that. And if I tie 3 and 4, right, so it should be an easier change than. So it gives you guys 2 options. If you want a more full sound, you've got a chord. And then if you want a less or an easier way to play it, we can still get that melody note. So just a couple options for you guys. So now we've got bars 1 through 4. I'll go ahead and play all of that. Okay, so now we're looking at the 5th and the 6th bar, which is actually identical to the 1st and the 2nd bar. So again, you would have 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, and then to C, and then 4, 3. So it's identical to the 1st and 2nd bar. All right, guys, now we're on to the 7th and the 8th bar. And basically what's gonna happen here is we're gonna make a G chord. So make a basic G, and I want you to move that shape up a half step. So take a listen to what it's going to sound like. Right, so I've got 3 strums. So again, I made a basic G and I moved it up a half step. So I'm on 3, 4, 3, and I'm only going to strum the bottom 3 strings. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So just down, up, down. And then move that shape up a whole step. So now I'm 5, 6, 5, and again 1, 2, 3. So we have, okay, one more time. Okay, move that shape up all the way to the 10th, 11th, 10th fret. But this time around, we're gonna add our pinky to 11 on string 1. So it becomes a sus chord. And we're gonna strum, basically it's 10, 11, 11. So we strum again 3 down, lift your pinky up. You got that middle finger there on 10, so you're going to hit that one by itself. So it's 10 on 1. And then quickly jump back to C and hit a basic C. So again, slowly we would have. Okay, one more time. Cool, and if we play it up to speed, that's what we end up with. So that finishes the 8 bars. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's play all of the 8 bars all the way through so we can hear it put together. Alright guys, so that's what we get for the first 8 bars, and remember that the intro and the outro are identical. The only difference is that the intro we're playing at a slower tempo before we start to build up to a quicker tempo in the next section, which is the build up. So when you get to the outro again in the tune, it's identical to the intro, it's just played at a quicker tempo. So guys, if you want to learn the rest of this tune, you can do so at rockclass101.com. There again, we'll be covering the next section, which is the build-up plus the A melody, the B melody, and the C melody. So it's the entire tune, which we'll be learning the rest of in part 2 of the video lesson. And you guys can also get the complete tabs to print out and follow along with, as well as that on-screen tab viewer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks!